Hello everyone, today we're going to discuss about the next topic under marketing management, that is basically understanding the consumer behavior. Now, why do I call it consumer behavior? Because a consumer is very much different from the customer. The best example for this is baby products, right? So the customer for the baby products are the parents, but consumers are actually the babies, right? So that is why understanding the consumer behavior is very important, not just in this example but overall as a market. It's only after understanding how the consumer behaves, how the consumer perceives your product or service, what are their needs, wants, demands, all these things, after analyzing everything, only after that the company can be sure of their new product or service that they are providing. And that is how they analyze, and then they make their marketing strategies and everything. Now, since this is the beginning of this topic, I am going to discuss the most important thing, that is the basic model of analyzing the consumer behavior and how it finally leads to the purchase, right, or the purchase decision, right. In the next videos, we will layer by layer peel this model and go into very depth, because this is the part of marketing management that is questioned by every person. This is the topic of debate and discussion among every brand, and we will really try to peel those details out, and we'll find out some of the most important discussed topics in the coming videos. But today let's discuss about the overall model of consumer behavior. Right now, the first thing that comes under consumer behavior are the two types of stimulus. One is the marketing stimuli, and the other one is the other factors that basically lead to stimulus. Now, the first part of marketing stimuli are basically the four basic P's of marketing: the product, place, price, and promotion. There are three more. I'll link the description in the I button. Do check out the video for 7 P's of marketing. But these marketing stimulus that finally lead to conversions, or leads to need generation or purchase behaviors among the consumer, are basically in control of the company. They can control the price, right? They can control the demographics, where they want their product to be launched, place, what is the product or service, right, and what are the promotion strategies. So these things are under control of the companies, and generally companies use this the most to generate a sense of need and want among the consumers, right. They ignite a stimuli, they ignite a reaction among the consumers, so that they would want to purchase their product. Other factors that are not in their control are basically the ones that we have also discussed in our prior videos very frequently. They can be the economic factors, technological factors, political factors, culture factors. So these 4-5 factors are really important, because what is the economic standing of the particular person, what are the cultural beliefs or cultural motivations for that particular customer, that's also important. What is the political outlook for that particular product or service in their current market? Is that particular product technologically advanced than what their competitors are offering, or what is already present in the market? So these factors are usually not in direct control of the company, but they also play a very good factor in starting the whole igniting the consumer behavior, which might lead to conversions, right. Next thing is the consumer mind is basically again characterized into two further groups. First one being the consumer characteristics. Now, consumer characteristics is basically how the consumer or how the person is with the surroundings they live in, right. So which basically means the first one is the personal, like the personal characteristics. So what is the age of that person, what is his position in the family, is he the bread earner, or is he a dependent personality, right? What is his profession, what is the education level, all these things, what is their lifestyle. So those are the personal characteristics that companies also categorize them in under the segmentation, targeting, positioning, right? So personal factors, social factors. Now, social characteristics, what are the social groups they are engaged in? What is the reference group that they have that it might influence their purchase decision? What is the influence of the family members on that particular person? And what is the overall status of that particular person in the society? So all these factors again influence the purchase decision, right? Cultural factors. Now, for somebody who comes from a very positive, very proactive culture, or someone like, let's say, children or individuals born from first world countries like America, they are exposed to so much freedom, so much experimentation, so many upwardness, better education, independent lifestyle. So that vis-a-vis a third world country where people are not that much open, they are culturally more restricted, they are more connected to each other, they have different beliefs, that further influences the overall consumer characteristics. Now, these three, as I told you, are personal as well as how they communicate with their environment. So that's why this characteristics is still manageable. It is still you can say accountable. You can see the numbers because you can grab hold of quite a few number of let's say you can take a sample size of 1,000 people or 10,000 people in that particular category, and then you can generalize the findings that okay, this cultural group believes in this, so this product, the people who have this type of age group, people who fall in this type of age group, people who follow this type of lifestyle, people who have this social status, they want this product. So still quantifiable, right? The other aspect is the consumer psychology. Now, this is such a deep topic and this is such an important topic because everyone is trying to understand this topic, and we will also peel it off with so many topics we'll discuss in the future. So what basically comes under consumer psychology is the first one, very important, the motivation. What is the motivation for a consumer to buy your particular product and service, right? Is it a direct motivation? Is it an indirect motivation? How is he perceiving your particular product? Is he perceiving your product as a utilitarian need? Is he perceiving it as a hedonic need? Will it solve its purpose, or it is just a lifestyle product that might increase that person's social status? So that is what's the motivation, right? Connecting to that is what is the perception, right? So how the consumer perceives your product. Now, perception is very important. The perception can be direct perception also, it can be indirect perception also, right? A customer can make consumer can make a purchase decision by seeing others and perceiving, oh, that product is good because I idolize that particular person, and if he's using it must be good, I also want, right? But there's another case where he's perceiving your product to be not that good and you're perceiving your competitor's product to be very good. Again, so perception, very important. Learning. Now, learning is a very common term that marketing companies use. Understand it in a way that everybody makes decision from their prior learnings, right? So since we are born, we are learning, and then using that learned knowledge, we make our decisions because those decisions are mostly rational, right? If we make any decision that is not from a learned experience, we are always doubtful of that. So learned experience is very important for the companies, especially if they have used your products previously in their life, right? So what was their overall experience? What is their current knowledge about your particular product or service? That is important. Memory. Now, memory again resonates with learning, but memory is how the consumer remembers your brand, how it remembers your advertising, how it remembers the overall pre-purchase and post-purchase experience with your brand, and how much is he likely to repurchase from you, right? So these four become really important. Now, once all these steps are done, that is when the process of buying the product, right? The buying decision process begins. Now, that buying decision process is again very interesting. It's a 5-step process, which basically means need recognition, information search, evaluation of alternatives, purchase decision, and post-purchase evaluation, right? As the names already suggest you, so once all these things are analyzed by a consumer, or they're already within them, they know their characteristic features, they know their motivations, perceptions, learning, that's already inside them. The first thing that a consumer does is need recognition. Do I need this product? What I need this product for? Is it a utilitarian product? Is it a hedonic need? It's a lifestyle choice? Is it something that I require for my daily needs? That's need recognition, right? That is how the importance of a particular product or service is decided in the mind of the consumer, right? Once he has decided that, okay, I need this product for this purpose, then he will start searching for the information. Now, information, the first thing that usually people do is go on internet, then they go on company websites, people go on public forums, they collect information of previous owners of that particular product, recent owners, what is the review, they check out reviews on YouTube. So that is all their way of collecting information about the particular product. Evaluation of alternatives. Now once they have collected that information, now they will see that, okay, I need this features. What are the products in the market from different brands, competitive brands, that are offering that to me, right? Now they will evaluate the options, the alternatives between them, so that they can choose the best one, right? Once they have decided which product they want, then they will make the purchase decision, and finally they will buy the product, right? Now most people think that once most companies think that once they have bought the product, the game is over. No, the final step, that is the post purchase evaluation, that's very important. Why? Because once the product has been bought, that is when the brand image becomes more like stronger in the consumer's mind, right? Why? So let's say they bought a particular product, but has that product actually solved their need, the first step that they wanted it for, or not? Is it exceeding the expectations of what they wanted it for, or not? Was their post-purchase experience with the product overall good or bad? How easy it is for them to dispose of that product and then repurchase your product again after that particular product's life cycle is gone? Again, very important. So all these factors are also really important, which companies don't cater to, right? So this was the complete life cycle, because after the disposal of the previous product, the life cycle of that particular product is gone. Then again the cycle starts and it keeps on going, right? It's a never ending process, right? So I hope these topics were really understandable, they were important, and we will be discussing them much more in detail. But I think this solves the overall, it touches upon all the base points, especially the consumer behavior model and the consumer purchase cycle, or the consumer buying decision process, the basic 5 steps, right? So I hope this video was informative to you guys. Please take care. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe.